Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to F1 Fantasy Weekly, and we're properly back this time. We gave you F1 Fantasy 2021 is here. We gave you F1 Fantasy Explained. Well, now, today, we are here to give you our teams off the back of testing what we think, are going to be good teams. And so next week, obviously, it will be a preview looking into the race as well, but it will also be a Rate Your Team special on the channel. So make sure today, all those people, if you have already forgot, comment again. Comment with your teams below, and we shall rate your team with what, Stephen?
With Kimmies. You get a maximum of 5 Kimmies out of 5 if it's a great team. If it's a terrible team, you get no Kimmies, actually. There is a 0 Kimmy score.
There is.
So it's a danger.
Now, if you were one of those people who wanted Kimi Räikkönen out of F1 this season, don't deliberately submit a bad team to get 0 Kimmies in F1.
Yeah.
We're not going to stand for that. Out of spite, we will give you 1 Kimi.
And if you're realistic, don't have a bad, not a disaster team that's just not as much of a disaster, so you only get 1 Kimi out of 5 because there's only 1 Kimi in real life. Don't do that either.
No, do not do that. No.
I mean, you may do that unintentionally.
Yes.
To be fair. So
yes.
You can do that if you want.
I feel we're getting distracted.
As always.
Right, anyway, rate your team. That's coming next week. But this week is all about... Well, it's all about our teams.
It's all about us.
It's all about us. We are self-indulging this week. As the unofficial F1 fantasy experts, who probably aren't experts at all, but spend too much time talking about this fantasy game and actually rely on people who actually do well in the game in our comments and in our league to kind of really give you some strong, solid advice. We are just here to put it out there for you. We're the F1 fantasy community. And now, on screen, you will get our league code. So if you haven't already, join our league.
Oh, yeah.
In my mind, that's like writing coming across. I don't know. It's probably just like some cut thing. Bang. That's
no transition. Just
bang in your face. It's going to hold there. It might even be holding still just to kind of let people
move it around.
Write it down and go, this is the league code I need to be in. This is the F1 Fantasy. This is the only F1 Fantasy league that I need to be in. I know the global one you are automatically entered in, but this is the only one you need to enter.
Leave that one.
Yeah. Other F1 YouTubers, get in the bin. Other people try. Beth in F1, she was trying to jump on the hype, going through it. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. It was a very good video, so you can check out Beth there. But honestly, Beth, get in the bin. Just ruined her.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I don't know. I haven't found any other kind of names, but I will find you.
Well, I'm leaving that bin open.
I will find you, and I will put you in the bin.
Okay, our second destruction of the episode. On to our teams now.
On to our teams. So what we've got here is we've got oh god, I'm distracted. We have got my phone. Hello here, Fernando Alonso. He's back in F1, 2006 world champion. Oh, lovely hit.
But is he back in your team?
Yeah, no. But we'll get on to that. So, we're going to go with picking our teams. I'm going to screen record my screen. So now, you won't see us. You will hear us. But we will be showing you, because it's just easier that way, what we're going through. So, start recording. Bang! Oh, it's on your screen. Okay. So, as you can see here, my first edition, we're just going to go 1 team each. You can pick up to 3 teams because why not? But we're just going to go with the 1 teams.
Okay, yeah.
So my team as it currently stands, and don't call out your team because we've got to go my team first because the screen recordings are mine. You've got to input your team here.
Okay.
Everyone will see it how it unfolds here. But anyway, I've got Hamilton, Perez, Schumacher, Ocon, Russell, and Red Bull. Now, obviously, as it goes there, Mercedes, we said before, I feel like constructor is too expensive. I know everyone's going to be like, after testing, oh my God, Mercedes looks awful. Get Hamilton out because he's going to crash and finish last in the championship. But Hamilton's always a safe bet.
Yes.
Perez, my turbo driver, because I just feel he will consistently finish, P4.
Yep.
And
Fair.
if you do that, he's going to be the best turbo driver.
Yep.
Less streaks, obviously, coming in from there. Ocon, and then I was pretty limited budget-wise from there to get Red Bull as my constructor, because I think Red Bull will be the best constructor in terms of price per points value. With Ocon, Russell and Schumacher. I could obviously have Nikita Mazepin or Nicholas Latifi, but I've gone for Mick Schumacher and Russell.
Excellent.
I suppose the process, people might have wanted me to fill in as I go along, but I guess I've looked at my team before, and after testing, I haven't really seen anything. I suppose what I could change is, if we're saying the Mercedes is going to be unstable, all right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here's something
Some
on
live
screen.
editing.
Whoa! Manage. So you can go to the... This is on the F1 app. You can get to the fancy section. Go from there. So I remove Lewis Hamilton. I put in Max Verstappen. What does that do? It opens up doors.
I mean, now you've gone triple Red Bull.
You know who goes into that door? Pierre Gasly.
Oh!
You know who then replaces George Russell?
Who?
Antonio Giovinazzi.
Oh!
With Red Bull as a constructor, triple Red Bull, no Mercedes. It's a gamble. It could be a risk, but that team actually looks quite good. Actually, I think AlphaTauri are going to do quite well. Giovinazzi, I think, is quite a strong bet for fantasy, and because Alfa Romeo looks stronger. Yeah, you know what? Bang, there you go. That's a team. So
triple Red Bull.
It's a gamble.
Someone's a fanboy.
Yeah, you. But we'll see how it kind of goes. But that is, I think, also a potential team. It's going to be interesting to see what you guys do. There's something I've had to play around with, just so you've got something fun on screen to look at. But now we're going to bang, remove.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, it's not worked. Right. Anyway, I'm going to let Stephen take over the screen now, because he's getting his team in.
I am indeed. I'm playing round of it. I'm playing round.
Right.
All I know is certain that this team is a collection of inferior drivers compared to Pato Award.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. So Stephen's getting his IndyCar loving in.
Nice. So I've been playing around with it just now.
I'm just adding things in
using
because
the most
I'm looking at Stephen's screen.
Reliable. Sorry, do you need the brightness up? Using the testing, which is always very accurate and reliable. Red Bull have basically won the championship already. So triple Red Bull, probably a sensible shout, right?
Yeah.
I haven't gone for it. But I have gone for Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc as my turbo, Lando Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, Yuki Tsunoda, and Red Bull as my constructor.
So, when we initially did this video with F1 2021 is back, initial thoughts, my thoughts were Lando Norris, he's too expensive for what you're going to get compared to Daniel Ricciardo. You've gone, shut up, Mike. Lando Norris is in my team.
Well, I've only put him in because McLaren were looking... Okay, testing... They were looking good in testing. I know testing's not accurate. We don't know fuel loads, whatnot. But they did look very quick in testing. So I'm just feeling I need a McLaren in there. Ideally, it's Ricciardo. But my expensive mid-table driver is Charles Leclerc. because I'm back in Ferrari. And Alfa Romeo, Sauber are also looking very good with Kimi Räikkönen.
The question is, though, I'm going to let you carry on. Sorry, you finish your team.
And I know Pierre Gasly. I know we said AlphaTauri were also a tough one. Well, we always say AlphaTauri are quite tough because the teammates are very closely. But this year, you probably give the edge to Gasly. But Yuki still looked great in practice. And he's my cheapest driver in there. And I feel like that's not a bad cheap driver to have in the team. And then Red Bull's the constructor. Should give me good points returns because Checo's looking on the ball, and obviously you got Max Verstappen there. And if they do have a competitive car, that maybe far too early to say a championship contender right to the end. It should still be very competitive and should maybe outscore Mercedes on a couple of weeks here and there. So at least early doors, I'm happy to back them as my constructor.
No, I think for what it opens up doors-wise for all the other people who are available, I think they're going to be the best constructor to points. Q in 2 weeks' time after Mercedes come 1-2 in the first 2 races or whatever. Actually it'd be Bahrain, us going, get Mercedes in!
Yep.
They look so much quicker. You've got to get Mercedes. It's Mercedes all the way. We were lying. We lied. We're liars to you. But... that's it. What I'm going to say, Tsunoda, I know obviously he got a bit of testing hype at the end, but he's not as good as driver as what Daniel Kvyat was last year, and I think Pierre Gasly will beat him quite comfortably.
True.
Just because I think Tsunoda will take time to adapt.
Yeah, I'm backing him over Esteban Ocon.
But like you said, I think he is a better, cheaper driver.
And the car is looking good for AlphaTauri. If Ocon is looking great in Bahrain practice, I may swap in Ocon because I've got 1 million to basically spend on that driver.
Is there any alternatives to this team theory, or are we returning to our faces on screen and away from mobile, just going, ooh?
No, I'm happy with that.
Oh, there you go. He's happy with that. Bang. You've been Schalke, big fanboy thing. Right.
I'm backing him this year. Yeah.
That's it.
I may go like a Ferrari top this year.
On screen. We hope you've enjoyed this. I guess we're not ending. I mean, enjoyed on the screen. I realised.
Like, are we going?
Stephen's like, I'm not done. I'm not done.
I was about to profess my love for Charles Leclerc, and then you just cut me off. And I was like, okay, I'll go
I don't care about that. But I mean, we'll probably put those screen recordings share out because it'd be quite easy to show some of the things when talking about features in the season. So if you liked that, because then you can let us know in the comments below. But Stephen, profess your love of Charles Leclerc and believing in Ferrari return, Charles Leclerc. I mean, Charles Leclerc was brilliant last season. Like, I think Charles Leclerc was better. I know, obviously, because they got wins and poles in his first season at Ferrari, people go, well, obviously that was a better season. But I genuinely think as a driver, he was better last season.
Yeah.
But anyway, you say...
it's probably completely unfounded, but I just got a good feeling about Ferrari this year. And AlphaTauri. Yuki and Charles are going to be like my side...
Your babies.
My side drivers. With
Come on,
Max
baby
Verstappen,
Charles. Come on, baby Yuki.
Still the main man.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah. If Max doesn't have a good day, I still have Yuki and Charles to keep me happy.
I see. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. I've got to back the world champion because he's going to do his world champion thing. That's what he does.
Nice, but you haven't put him in your team.
Well, he is. I was messing around saying this is a team I could go for, but I will likely go for Lewis Hamilton, Perez Turbo, Mick, Russell, Ocon, Red Bull.
Which, not bad.
It's a strong team.
Not bad at all.
It's a strong team, in my opinion, which means it's probably JB or someone in the comments to go, And that'll be where it goes wrong. Probably Fergus going, Checo week returns. Definitely get Lewis Hamilton. Everyone gets Lewis Hamilton and he retires. Oh no. Oh dear. This will be where I sabotage you all, going, definitely get Lewis Hamilton. You have to get Lewis Hamilton your side. See practice him spinning around. Bottle it when it comes to the qualifying. Sub him out. Go with that other team. And everyone goes, I'm gutted about Lewis Hamilton that you told me. And like going, yeah, sorry, I switched him out. Sorry, mate.
But the good thing about this year, because in previous years, there's been so much emphasis on getting your team right from the start, because you could hardly change it. But obviously, this year you got the free subs. So if you have a terrible first week, it doesn't really matter.
Change it up.
Change it up.
See what the field's looking. And it's so easy this year, to kind of maneuver your team around to kind of benefiting streaks, and also seeing how cars doing and how they're looking at a weekend to go, McLaren looks strong here. Let's get them in.
Yeah.
Say, for example, they might not be strong there, but you know what I'm getting at.
They're going to win in Bahrain.
Yeah. If you are new around to F1 Fantasy, this is your first time playing the game, we'll leave links in the description down below to F1 2021 is back and F1 Fantasy Explained, to kind of give you more detailed looks into the overall look of the game. Probably some of the things we said were out of date now.
Probably.
I can't believe that I don't have Fernando Alonso in my team, but Alpine are one of those teams like Aston Martin that I'm a bit like... Alpine did very well, but I'm still a bit like, I don't know. Aston Martin, I'm like...
There's a few mechanical stuff.
I don't know. Mercedes, definitely after testing, I would not be putting them as my constructor for race one.
Because of reliability.
Just because of reliability. Over the course of the season, they're going to be brilliant. But if Hamilton was struggling, I fear for Bottas.
And we all know the podium at Bahrain is going to be Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris and Yuki Tsunoda. So I don't see Mercedes on there other than Lando.
Wow, not even pitching a Max Verstappen win in the first race. Unbelievable.
Well, he is in my team actually, yeah.
Wearing a Max Verstappen top and says that a Ferrari, an AlphaTauri and a McLaren are going to finish above him. Are you really a fan?
Max and Lewis are going to crash on the first lap and it's going to set up the whole season.
Incredible.
Then button heads.
Absolutely incredible. Well, guys.
You've heard it here first.
We have. That's probably a good place to end this week. So we've now looked at testing. That's who we're going for in our teams. That's who we think kind of guys who might do strong, some roundabout picks. I think probably just as a summary of guys who've done well in testing, Red Bull looked good. Ferrari looked better. And Charles Leclerc is an option, but he's still a risk. AlphaTauri looked good.
He's still a big risk.
So
yeah. Don't listen to me. Leclerc is still a big risk.
Honda is looking like a good power unit there. Mercedes, other than McLaren.
McLaren, yeah.
And I'm running out. Renault looked decent. I still think Ocon looks probably a solid bet for the 10 point million he is.
He's super cheap.
And that bottom one, Alfa Romeo, I think getting an Alfa Romeo driver in there, either Giovinazzi or Kimi Räikkönen, they actually don't look too bad.
I think they're going to be quicker than the Haas and Williams.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would agree with that statement that you have made.
Thank you.
Right, that's a kind of summary of what we think going into the first preview of the season next weekend. Where, like we said, we're going to rate your guys' teams. We're going to give our thoughts preview. I guess it will be very similar to what we've had here. That's why we're going to rate your team, so we can actually make it an episode rather than just going, last week's episode. I guess that's kind of our preview of Bahrain because they tested at Bahrain and say,
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That's it.
So if you're new around here or haven't done so already,
you can like, subscribe and ding that bell.
Ding it. So for now, UF1 fans, keep racing.